Hello guys, my name is kiminekyt once again to another one of replay commentaries, today featuring, sorry but I do not know how to pronounce the name correctly, so let's just call you Bob for a reminder of this video. Still though, the Bob is gonna be playing the Object 430U, a tank that I do not necessarily dislike. Well, let's just say that I get a bit of a complicated relationship with this thing. I cannot really say that I dislike it, but at the same time I cannot really say that I like this thing. I'm somewhat in the middle, but not like in the middle where I do not give a damn about this thing. Quite the opposite actually, but yeah, I do not necessarily dislike this thing. Yeah, it's kind of complicated. Still, the reason why I kind of dislike this tank is because it's an OP Russian medium, and we all know how we treat OP Russian medium tanks. But on the other side, it is a blocky armored sort of a tank, and as you might know, if you are watching my videos for quite some time, you probably do know that I absolutely love any tank that has blocky type of armor. I just consider them curvy. Those curves are kind of sexy, even though that, well, you know, block is not really curvy. You know what, whatever, I'll shut the fuck up. Still though, the Object 430U is a tank that is kind of notorious for how ridiculously bad its gun is. Well, it's not necessarily bad in comparison to the other, well, it's actually quite kind of bad in comparison to the other medium tanks as well. And this tank has the worst DPM out of all Soviet medium tanks at this tier. It also has the worst accuracy and second worst penetration out of all out of all Soviet medium tanks at this tier. So its gun is nothing to be proud of. It has absolute dog shit kind of a gun. But on the other side, this tank has quite a bit of armor, because as we might already see, the Bob the Destroyer was already able to, oh, that was loud. Bob the Destroyer was able to block over 2,400 hit point worth of damage, which is quite remarkably high considering the fact that there is an actual IS-4 firing at him. Holy shit, make it over 4,000, because you block nearly 2,000 damage within like 3 seconds. That was pretty damn incredible. Still though, this immense armor, the immense armor that this tank possesses, not loud hit, ow. This immense amount of armor that this tank possesses means that this tank can be quite a bit of a pain in the ass. Or not really a pain in the ass, more like an thorn in the side, as we all might see right now. Oh, finally somebody from the enemy team decided to engage you and try to shoot at your side armor, which is the IS-4, but for some reason he kind of forgot about the fact that, well, your upper hull armor is kind of impenetrable. Well, that IS-3 kind of realized that he should start shooting you into your lower plate, which makes it the first enemy that was actually able to damage you throughout this match. But in the meantime, you were able to rack up nearly 7,000 worth of block damage, which is absolutely ridiculous. You were also able to claim yourself the first kill of this game, as you killed that E-75. Well, there we go, a second kill, as you were able to kill the T-28 prototype as well, and there's a T-54. Will you be able to kill it? Well, definitely not. In fact, you actually managed to ricochet off of its armor. Oh, for a moment there I thought that was a high explosive, but no, that was a heat shell. Those things, when they like crash into your tank, they get kind of a similar animation because of a really simple reason. Both of them are high explosive. Both of them explode on contact, but they kind of work differently. Let's just say that in reality the heat shells wouldn't be all that effective, but in this game they are kind of broken. Also, what the hell are you doing with that IS? That IS probably believes in the tiny little immortal piece of armor on the side. Yeah, he truly believes in the tiny little invincible piece of side armor that that thing has. Yeah, it didn't really pay out, did it? Still though, one shell into the Conqueror, second shell, will that be a kill? No, you managed to actually just whiff that shell. Here we can see just how bad the accuracy of this tank is, and actually is the least accurate tier 10 medium tank as a whole, with only 0.4 accuracy. That is pretty bad even for a tier 8 medium tank, let alone a tier 10 medium tank. Here we go, a tiny little push into the object 705. Also, I should point out that I got absolutely no idea how he managed to hit the T-54 over there. Another shell into him. In the meantime, we try to crash into him, hoping that you are gonna detrack him, but nope. The T-54 was actually able to damage you, to damage your rear armor. He simply shot you in the ass. So that was a kinda nice chasing sort of a scene. Sadly, you weren't the one that killed the T-54, it was the Object 705. In the meantime, your team actually started capping the enemy base, and the enemy seemed to be kind of close to your base, which should mean that soon enough they are going to start capping. There are already 3 enemies over here, 2 of them are one-shots from you, for you. There is the E50M, which detracked you. You should be able to penetrate it, no problem. That tank might be the most heavily armored tier 10 medium tank out there. Well, it's more like a heavy tank, but it's still for some reason classified as a medium tank. Like 80 tons heavy medium tank. Yeah, I got no idea why the E50M is even considered a medium tank. So you were able to penetrate it, no problem. Another shell into its cheeks allowed you to actually slaughter him finally, and you actually were able to get yourself a top gun. Also, what the hell is happening right now? That goddamn freaking tree fell just... Oh, and there's an Asoma SM. He's trying to empty his load onto you. Oh, what a nasty little fucker. There we go, 1 shell into you, 2nd shell into you, 3rd shell into you. No, he's actually aiming behind you. Where was the IS-3? On just a sliver on his health remaining. And the last shell of the Samoa probably was supposed to go into your cupola, but it didn't manage to quite hit. Even if it managed to hit, there will be only a very little chance that it will actually be able to penetrate this thing, because this thing has about 300 millimeters of armor on the cupola. Anyways, right now we were able to shoot at that T-34, you were able to penetrate it, which resetted the cap of the enemy team and allowed your team to pretty much win the game. 9 more seconds remaining till your team will cap. This was quite a bit of an easy game. Oh, another shell of the T-32. Oh! Well, the enemy just managed to reset the cap. More precisely, the enemy S-Tank managed to reset the cap, as well as kill one of your teammates, because he just managed to kill the 59 hidden. In the meantime, you were actually able to shoot at the T-30, because he has turned his rear towards you, and at this very moment your ISM is for some unknown reason still trying to cap the enemy cap circle. There's like no reason to keep on capping. Oh, there's a T-30. Will you be able to hit him? No. You still try to shoot just in case he would be able to hit him, but no, he didn't manage to hit him. So the S-Tank is on a hunt for the ISM. I got no idea why the ISM is still trying to cap. He's just gonna get killed because of that. Oh, and there we go, he's dead. And the T-40 was actually aiming at you. Oh, and there is the STRWS-1. Better run the fuck away. Better run the fuck away. This thing might have quite a bit of an impressive armor, but the upper plate is still only about 270 to 290 millimeters of effective thickness. And the STRW-1B, STRW-103B, not... Why did I say S1B? Still though, that tank definitely has much more than 270 millimeters of penetration, so there is no chance that that thing won't be able to kill you. Still though, I should point out that our hero, the Killer Bob, at this moment has over 10,000 damage and exactly 9,000 damage block. That is absolutely bloody amazing. The only sad thing about this thing is the fact that I cannot make an it's over 9,000 joke. Yeah. Still though, there are still 2 enemies remaining, which at this point should be going for a cap circle. There is a T-30, you managed to spot it, and he somehow didn't get spotted. So here we go. Where will he appear? Oh, there he was. There he was for a moment. Let's wait a bit. Let's wait till you will be able to spot him. Currently you are getting into a pretty damn good position, from which the T-30 will be able to see only your turret armor, which, as I already said a couple of times, it's almost completely impenetrable. But so is the T-30's armor, which has a plentiful of well-angled armor. Another shell into him, he detracked him, dealing 480 damage as well. Still though, here we go, another blind shell into him. I got no idea whether or not that even hit. We will see that after the game. Still though, where's the S-Tank? We got absolutely no idea about where the hell is the S-Tank. He might be right now scuttling somewhere around here, but at the same time he might be trying to get around here and into your cap. We will see soon. We will see soon. Still though, right now the Bob has a plentiful of problems with the T-30. There we go, the T-30 once again, one shell into him. I got no idea how he managed to hit its turret, hit its cupola in this kind of a situation, but you managed to hit him and he didn't manage to hit your lower plate. There is no chance you will be able to penetrate that STRV-103B in this kind of an angle. And the STRV-103B doesn't have exactly all that much of armor, but it is incredibly well angled. More precisely, if we are facing it frontally and you can shoot only at its upper hull armor. Oh, another loud hit. God damn it. Still though, revenge. You've taken your revenge on the T-30 as you finally managed to kill it. You still need to kill that STRV-103B to actually finish the game. He's still camping. Well, I kind of jinxed it because right as I said it, he just left the cap circle. Also, I should point out one thing. His thinking went exactly the way my thinking went in this kind of a situation. At first, I was thinking like, hey, it's an S-Tank, why don't you load high explosives? You should be able to pen it regardless of the angling. But then I realized that it's a tier 10 S-Tank, which actually has a plentiful of armor and you won't be able to penetrate it unless you got over 150 millimeters, 150 millimeter caliber or higher, obviously. So yeah, loading in a high explosive wouldn't do a single thing. If anything, it would probably just lower the possible damage that you would be able to do. Also, I just realized one thing, and that is that even though I decreased the quality from ultra to only high, the game is still lagging, and it's probably the fact that it's constantly being in between like 50 and 60 FPS. That's kind of annoying. Still though, where's that sneaky little STRV? Sturzwing, the Strudel. Where the hell is he? Seriously, it's getting kinda stressful. He can be just around any corner. Remember, that thing is sneaky as little shit. Oh, and you were spotted. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? If he will shoot, he'll be spotted. The moment he will shoot, he will be spotted. So where is he? You're scared to go out from behind this corner because he can actually be also over here and you wouldn't be able to see him. That thing has absolutely humongous amount of camouflage, so yeah, seeing it even in an open field is actually quite difficult. But at this very moment you actually need to do that. You were spotted once again, which, oh yeah, it means exactly this. He's gonna be over there and it seems like he has shot. Yeah, he actually shot at you. Come on. Oh, you managed to hit his lower plate, which means that you were able to penetrate him. If you managed to hit his upper plate, it would be an outer ricochet. Or more precisely, it wouldn't be an outer ricochet, but it would be absorbed. Because it's a heat shell, he has the heat shield, and yeah, it wouldn't be heat anymore. Still, where is the STRV? You still need to put one shell into him. If he's gonna be the first one to, oh, there we go. He actually managed to put one shell into you, and that was the last shell he put in this game into you. As within the upcoming couple of seconds, you were actually able to claim his life. Good job, what an amazing game. And in the post-game stats, we may see what a truly amazing game this was, as the killer Bob was able to get himself 11 medals total, and plus to that an ace tanker performance. Obviously an ace tanker performance, because the killer Bob was able to get 10 kills, over 12,000 damage. 12,000 damage in a tier 10 game, that's pretty impressive. And at the same time, we were able to get over 10,000 block damage. Absolutely freaking amazing. Overall, let's just completely skip these medals because they are not all that important. You were able to get yourself a pulse medal, cool-headed, defender, steel wall, high caliber and top gun medals, most of which are not all that rare actually now that I think of it, and the only really good medal over here is a Pools medal. Sadly, you weren't able to get something like Kolobanovs, because if you were actually able to get something like the Kolobanovs, trust me, this replay would be much more popular. In a team score, we may see pretty much nothing that I haven't mentioned yet, so let's go into detailed reports and where we may see that you actually made some money. This is mainly due to the fact, that you actually are using premium, but also because of the fact that you didn't use all that many premium rounds. There's another thing that I should point out about this replay, because the Killer Bob actually didn't put all too many premium shells into the enemy tanks. More precisely, he fired like, if I'm correct, about 26 standard rounds, and only once he ran out of his standard rounds, he started shooting with the premium rounds. Actually, if I'm correct, he wasted only about 8 premium rounds in total, which means that he should like 36 non-premium rounds. That's still pretty impressive if you think about it. One of the very few people that are not spamming pure fucking premium nowadays. And that is also the reason why I actually want to upload this video. Also, I should point out the fact that for this game you got a grand total of nearly 4,000 experience, which is also pretty damn impressive. Still though, overall, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that I'll see you next time. You can subscribe, you can like, you kinda know how it goes. Still though, hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that I'll see you next time. Bye!